Whether a digital nomad, retiree, or someone thinking about immigration, safety and security are always one of the most important factors when choosing a country to move abroad. Each year, regardless of what's going on in the world, the Institute for Economics and Peace instigates a report on the Global Peace Index, which indicates the ranking of the safest countries in the world. A total of 163 countries are featured in this report. It ranks each country's level of safety based upon 23 different indicators, such as the number of internal and external threats, the level of distrust, human well-being, environmental safety, political and economical stability, and more. The countries listed in this video are all ranked according to this year's report. Despite the current situation on Europe's doorstep, EU countries still dominate the Global Peace Index. In fact, this year's ranking includes 8 countries at the very top that are part of the European Union. So without further ado, here are the 15 safest countries to live in 2023. Number 15, Croatia. Croatia may be one of Europe's youngest countries, but this unassuming sovereign state is culturally rich and geographically diverse. It's a country with a Mediterranean lifestyle that many digital nomads and retirees find attractive. Its peace index has increased a lot in recent years, as it's ranked 15th out of 163 countries evaluated. The crime rate in its major cities is considerably low, as people can even walk through the neighborhoods at night without any fear for their safety. Most common crimes that are reported are pickpocketing and petty theft, but those only occur in tourist areas. Much of Croatia's high level of personal safety is attributed to the Croatian culture and the people's strong sense of community. Aside from this, the country has a stable economy, decent quality of life, and no external threats. Number 14, Finland. Finland is often touted as one of the happiest countries in the world, but when it comes to the Global Peace Index, it ranks 14th and it dropped down 2 spots from last year's rankings. Comparatively, crime rates are very low in the country. Although one might find themselves in the midst of a storm or blizzard, major natural disasters like tornadoes, typhoons, and earthquakes are practically non-existent here. Some speculate that the reason for its dropped ranking might be due to the current situation of its neighboring country. Nevertheless, as a whole, Finland itself is very safe, and any sort of violence is non-existent here. Cases of theft, even its rural areas, are rare. Number 13, Hungary. This country has become a popular destination for people from all over the world because of its scenery, lifestyle, safety standards, and cost of living. It's the world's 13th and Europe's 9th safest country in this year's index, thanks to its minimal crime rate, few natural hazards, and welcoming people. Nevertheless, instances of petty crime such as theft, pickpocketing, and tourist scams do occur, especially in large cities and tourist hotspots like Budapest. But in recent years, it has seen one of the largest drops in unemployment rates across Europe, which is leading to lower rates of petty crimes. Apart from that, Hungary now boasts a vibrant economy due to high levels of foreign investment and ownership that have strengthened the nation's economic growth rate to a great extent. Number 12, Canada. In the past, Canada used to rank in the top 5 position of Global Peace Index, but the country gradually started to drop significantly in its rankings. Currently, it ranks 12th, which is still very good and far better than neighboring USA that ranks 129th. Canada is known for having a universal reputation for being a very safe country, but as with anywhere, it has its safety nuances. For the most part, it enjoys a healthy human development index, a growing GDP per capita, and a low crime rate, especially major crimes and homicides. Moreover, the country is quite welcoming and is often categorized as one of the best to raise a family. Number 11, Switzerland. Switzerland is a modern country with a highly educated and engaged population. Survey respondents always view it positively in connection with many attributes, including caring about human rights, being health conscious, and environmentally friendly. Despite dropping 1 spot in this year's ranking, Switzerland ranks 11th. Crime is very low, and in most places, people feel safe walking around, even in the middle of the night. The country's long-standing neutrality is also a key factor in keeping the country safe. Couple that safety with some truly stunning natural scenery, and you get an incredible place to live. In addition, the standard of living in Switzerland is extremely high and its economy stable, plus employment is low. Therefore, it's ideal for expats who want to relocate and take up a new position. Number 10, Japan. Japan has been in the top 15 countries in the Global Peace Index for 14 years, consistently receiving high marks for low crime rates, minimal internal conflict, and virtually non-existent political unrest. According to the Safe Cities Index from the Economist Intelligence Unit, its capital city of Tokyo was considered the safest city in the world in 2021, ranking 1st in cybersecurity, 2nd for health security, and 4th for infrastructure security and personal security. Also, the Japanese government has invested heavily in security measures throughout its main cities, which help to deter crime. Finally, Japanese culture puts great importance on having respect for others and a commitment to peace. This social norm helps to create a sense of safety and order that contributes to Japan's low crime rate. Number 9, Singapore. According to this year's Global Peace Index, Singapore is the 9th safest country in the world and the most safest country in Asia. It's long been a desirable destination for people from all over the world, traditionally those working in trade and finance. In more recent years, its reputation as a safe, friendly, and efficient country has led expats of many kinds, including families and retirees, to settle down to enjoy its high standard of living. Additionally, it boasts a competitive and highly skilled workforce, with a remarkable literacy rate of over 95% and an increasing proportion of highly educated professionals. What's more, Singapore is a clean and orderly country. The city is well organized, and there's a general sense of orderliness among its residents. Number 8. Czech Republic. The Czech Republic is a beautiful country with a rich history and culture. Its Global Peace Index is improving each year. About 2 years ago, the country wasn't even in the top 10, but now it ranks 8th. Crime rates have steadily decreased over the years, although petty crimes and scams, especially in the tourist areas, still remain a problem. When it comes to economy, it's quite advanced with a keen focus on manufacturing and services. The country also has the lowest scores in terms of population at the risk of poverty. What's more, the country faces low rates of external threats and is a long-standing member of NATO, which provides further security, which is important in these volatile times. Number 7. Slovenia. A small Central European country with a population of around 2 million, Slovenia continues to perform well across all charts. Despite its size, it consistently ranks high as one of the safest countries in the world. Last year, it was ranked the 5th safest country in the Global Peace Index. Although this year its safety index dropped a bit, but still it performs very well than most. It's largely protected by its geographical location from most of the world's areas of conflict or unrest. It's one of the cleanest countries in Europe, with low risk of natural disasters. Though not completely non-existent, crime rates are very low in Slovenia. The country is very welcoming towards expatriates, blending rustic architecture and sophisticated culture, and providing a pleasant living environment amidst snow-capped mountains, beautiful rivers, and Adriatic coastline. The country also ranks 5th in the Safe World Energy Index, which measures energy security, energy equity, and environmental sustainability. Number 6. Portugal. Portugal is the oldest country in the Iberian Peninsula. Its medieval castles, stunning cities, and golden beaches combine luxury with natural beauty to deliver some of the most beautiful sights in the world. Friendly locals and an attractive climate make it an ideal destination for families and retirees as well as those seeking a safe and inspiring place to live and work. According to this year's Global Peace Index, it's the 6th safest country in the world. In recent years, the country has experienced an economic resurgence, decreasing its unemployment rate from over 17% to a mere 4%. Another factor for its high peace index is that it's performing well in terms of attracting foreign investment. Moreover, the country has a long history of peaceful relations with its neighbors. This creates a stable environment that encourages business and promotes economic growth. Number 5. Austria. Picturesque historical villages, modern cities, bustling waterways, and traditions of classical music, theater, and gastronomy all attract expats to Austria. It always ranks high in the safest countries list. In fact, it's often ranked in top 5 safest countries. One of the main factors for its high peace index is its low crime rate. Secondly, the Austrian economy is strong and unemployment rate is low. There's less crime overall because people are less likely to turn to criminal activity when they have a stable income. Lastly, Austria has a strong government and political system. This ensures that the country is well run and that there's little corruption. Furthermore, the country faces no external threats from any of its neighbors. All of these factors combine to make Austria a very safe place to live. Number 4. Denmark. Denmark swung into 4th position this year due to its low crime rate, environmental security, and high healthcare spending. Its citizens have little to worry about personal safety, violent crimes, and economic instability. Additionally, the country consistently ranks high in terms of livability and happiness. Plus, its capital city of Copenhagen has been named the world's safest city this year. Being one of the best destinations to visit or live in, the capital of Denmark distinguishes itself with a narrow wealth gap and promotes sustainable initiatives. On top of all this, Denmark has a high level of equity and a strong sense of common responsibility for social welfare, 2 qualities that contribute to its citizens' feelings of safety and happiness. Number 3. Ireland. Ireland jumped 5 places this year and ranks as the 3rd safest country in the world. This is an impressive feat, considering that the index takes into account a wide range of factors including political stability, crime, and economic welfare. In addition to safety, Ireland's GDP per capita is also on the rise, and many multinational companies have started moving their European head offices in its capital, Dublin. All in all, it's certainly a safe place to live with stunning rural landscapes, beautiful historical sites, rich literary and artistic history, friendly local communities, and a sophisticated city culture. Number 2. New Zealand. New Zealand remains the most peaceful country in the Asia-Pacific region, and the second most peaceful country overall. From stunning landscapes to sophisticated cities and a laid-back approach to life, it has long been appealing for those wishing to relocate abroad. Its government is stable, and there's little to no political unrest with respect for human rights. It also offers world-class culture in its cities and has a safety record which relies on strong public healthcare and education. Plus, New Zealand is an isolated country located in the Southwest Pacific Ocean, which makes it less susceptible to external threats. Number 1. Iceland. The Global Peace Index terms Iceland as the safest country in the world for the 15th year in a row. Though tourists cannot seem to get enough of the northern lights and natural beauty, the small island nation has a lot of other factors to rejoice for. It has a very low level of crime, typically attributed to its high standard of living, small population, strong social attitudes, a high level of trust in their well-trained authorities, and a lack of tension between social and economic classes. Moreover, it has no military, and the police do not carry firearms with them. What's more, Iceland also has laws in place to guarantee all human rights of its citizens.